it'll be a great project and a great gift. Again, before I go to the sign-up, I'll remind people, and I'll do this a few times during the course of the evening, please pace yourself as you're speaking. Speak slowly so that the interpreters can do their jobs effectively. Each speaker is limited to 2 minutes, but we're going to have some leeway with that again because we are asking you to speak slowly so that the interpreters can catch up. So it'll be the chair's 2 minutes, and we'll try to be gracious with that. If you've not had a chance to sign up, please do so. And I've got 3 sign-up sheets filled already, and we will go ahead and proceed. With that, if I can go ahead, I'll call 3 names at a time. Feel free to use either microphone, and if you can be prepared to speak after the person in front of you, that would help us. Sam Bellameo, followed by Alex Zimmerman, then Adrian Quinn.
Yes, my name is Sam Bellameo. I'm here with StandUP-America, and I'll say it slow so the interpreters can hear it.
This will be good.
These are all, this is going to be great, guys. So right now we have a bunch of criminals up here. Theft, with the aid of deception, they're stealing our culture, destroying our community under the guise of being servants of the public. Theft of our culture. You are talking about taking a culture that's been built around Yesler Terrace and demolishing it so a developer can come in and redevelop the whole area while destroying cultures and communities that have risen around there. You guys have stolen $200 million for an arena while we have people on the streets every night, 10,000 people. Those corporations you're appeasing for the arena by stealing our tax dollars are the same developers that you are helping to destroy culture and community in the Yesler Terrace. I have heard no provisions in helping any of the people that are living there to move into other areas. What about their well-being afterwards? After all is said and done, 14 less families will be in that area, and the views that are enjoyed by many right now where the kids play are going to be taken up by $1 million condos and apartments or whatever the developers want to put in there because you no longer have control of what they do of our most needy. Our Seattle Housing Authority pays their director $200,000 a year. The federal limit is $155,000. They have taken $45,000 extra a year to pay this guy while we have more people in Seattle Housing Authority, more demand than we've ever seen. And you have the right to remove commissioners from there and also the right to dissolve the Seattle Housing Authority, which means you have the power to stop these crooks, and yet you don't, which makes you criminals as well. We need you to stand up.
Time is up. Alex.
Hi, my name is Alex Zimmerman, and we represent StandUP-America. StandUP-America stands for ordinary people. Guys, you are pure fascist. You know what it means? Everything what has happened for the last 30 years, so you have a pure fascism right now, with gangster Gestapo principle. We have 3 different branches, and all 3 different branches work together against people. And I give you a very good example, a judicial system. We have 100 judges who elected every year. No one judge never report to people. These judges only working for you, under your control. This is exactly what has happened. So when we have a system, what is absolutely pure fascism and pure tyranny, it's exactly what has happened. When we don't make different in this situation, when we don't divide these 3 branches separate, so judges can report to everybody, we cannot catch you, never. Because you're not only corrupt, you are right, absolutely, you're acting like organized criminals. It's exactly what has happened. And you know this. You never will be changed this. Is this a problem what we have right now? It's not matter how many times we're talking. We come in talking to you every day, something we see changes? No. Arena changes? No. $200 million for corporation. Terrace? No. $1 million for corporation. Another $100 million for corporation. Tomorrow will be another project. Another will be $100 million for corporation. Guys, everything what is you need right now doing, don't thinking about your personal package or about your personal us. You understand what this means? Start thinking about people. Start thinking about people. Told no. We need to start something told, no, start thinking about people, start talking on behalf of people, start doing on behalf of people. It's time right now. We're in collapse, guys. We need something changes. Is this exactly what is we ask you? Start doing what is you supposed to be doing, like council who represent people. Stop fascism.
Thank you, Alex. Adrian will be followed by David Bloom, then Jean Krikwa.
Adrian Quinn, Chair of the Yesler Terrace Citizen Review Committee. Thank you very much for the opportunity to present comments on behalf of the Yesler Terrace.
Thank you. All right, we've only made it through 3 speakers, and I already have my first request from the interpreters to slow down, people. I think they probably meant Sam and Alex, but yeah. Yusuf, I thought that was you, but the last name is spelled differently. Somebody must have signed you up. Is Fadumo with your group as well?
Yeah, yes.
And also Ardo?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
great.
Okay, so yeah, probably I put it my name, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, thank you, the President of the City Council and the member of the City Council. I want to thank you for this great opportunity. My name is Yusuf Kabdi, and I've been a member of Seattle Housing Authority Board of Commissioners for the last 5 years, starting since 2007. I have come to the point where I can no longer sit on Seattle Housing Authority Board of Commissioners, and as a result, I'm announcing my resignation today. The SHA The Seattle Housing Authority is not following its mission, which is to provide housing to the most needy individuals and families in our city. It has now become real estate buyer of the market rate housing development, which is not the mission that it was created for in the first place. Seattle Housing Authority has been decreasing the low-income housing stock for the last 8 years with the excuse of dwindling federal funding, which in reality hasn't changed that much since I was on the Seattle Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. The money being used to develop, there's a reason I can't say that word right, but I think you know what I mean. The money is being used to develop those market rate projects, including Yesler Terrace, is going to decrease the availability of funds for actual low-income housing. For example, repairing of the home of the low-income residents in Seattle. In relation to Yesler Terrace project, I believe that the low-income resident will be moving out of the area and will never return back to Yesler Terrace. And I'm going to be very realistic, not to demand from the City Council to stop this project, because there's no political will to move towards that direction. However, I would like to offer you some advice and suggest moving forward with this project. First of all, I would like to strongly urge you to have a thorough plan for resident relocation. Tenants need to get the whole truth of the relocation process, including housing counseling, to make sure that they know their options and their tenant rights. For example, whether they will choose Section 8 housing or be placed in other low-income housing, they need to know that. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of choosing each option? That's very important. I would strongly recommend that the City Council to bring a paid third party like Tenant Union, Northwest Justice Project, or a Columbia Legal Service to serve as a tenant advocate to oversee the tenant relocation process. I'm not saying that the Seattle Housing Authority will throw people under the bus, but as a matter of transparency and accountability, it's important to bring a third party that will ensure the tenant rights being upheld. As of this moment, no such measures of accountability exist except the word of the Seattle Housing Authority that they will offer counseling and help to the tenant. When people's livelihood and housing and well-being of life are at stake, we need more than a statement of intent. We need a way to trace a resident for a minimum of 5 years to see if their new housing is meeting their needs sufficiently. And also this will be blueprint for the city to understand that what happened to people when they are displaced or relocated. This will be also conducted by third party. I'm going to be very quick. The Yesler Terrace is home to majority immigrant and refugee population, most of them who don't speak English or don't have employment skills. Many of them, their primary source of generating income is through community daycare businesses or growing vegetables in their yard and selling them. When those people get relocated, they are going to lose the valuable source of income. Seattle Housing Authority and the city have no clear plan to mitigate this situation. Therefore, we need to see a language in the corporate agreement addressing this issue. And I want to thank you very much for listening to my complaint. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf.